If you wish to travel to any of the Schengen countries from your country of origin, this video is for you, right? So there's a popular quote that says that if you failed to plan, then you are planning to fail. But let me put it this way: if you fail to learn, then you are planning to fail on the other way in your visa application process. With our experience, or more than 5 years experience in helping people in their visa application process, we believe we can have a solution or some answers to your questions that you may have in your visa application. And then the reason why maybe your previous application wasn't successful, or maybe if you are planning to apply for a new one, what are some of the things that you have to take into consideration. Now, generally, you are planning for a Schengen visa or planning for whether it be a short stay or maybe a long stay, but this video is solely for those who are applying for a short stay, be it an event, visiting a family or friend, or maybe to perform certain things, or maybe medical issue. Maybe this video will be for you. Now, here are some of the things that you have to take into consideration, and then I will illustrate my point with two application experience that we had from the previous months or maybe days, right? So one was successful, the other one wasn't successful. So what is the difference? What caused the one who wasn't successful, and then what we did different for the other person also to be successful. So you may consider subscribing to the channel if you are new here, and if you want to know more about all your traveling issue from specifically from Ghana to some of the Schengen country, you may consider subscribing to the channel for more lessons. In applying for Schengen visa for a short stay purpose, so I will use the idea of visiting a family or a friend, right? So even though it applies to all the short stay or short visa category, so let's bring it down to that point. Now, the first step is that you have to make sure that you are having the invitation letter. Very, very important. So you cannot just get up and say that, okay, you are visiting someone without the person being inviting you, right? So you have to get an invitation letter from that person. It says that, okay, you are expecting this person to be with you from this particular period to another period, right? Okay, so let me use this one for shortly. If you are going on a tourist, so being on a tourist video, I think I'll have another video for that, but this is solely for those who are going on a visit, right? Paying a visit to a friend or a family. But if you are going on tourist, then you don't need any invitation letter here, because being on a tourist, you are going to explore yourself, enjoy yourself, whatever you want to do, so you don't need any invitation. So if that is what you need, just comment in the comment section below that tourist, then I'll upload that video in our next maybe lessons. Okay, so going on a visit on a family or a friend. So once you have the a visiting letter from the person in the Schengen country, so let me break it down to Spain. Let's say the person is in Spain. That is where we normally have people in the application process with our experience. By the way, this is a disclaimer: we are not affiliated to any embassy at the time of making this video, and then we are not a staff at also any embassy. So from our personal experience through our consultation service and the business, what we experienced, what are some of the mistakes that people did, that's what we share on this platform, right? Okay, so once you obtain the visiting visa, or maybe the invitation visa, all that you have to do here, so let a person send that invitation to you. Of course, the original has to be with you in Ghana here. Is that okay? So once you have the original invitation letter, now what are some of the things that you have to have before you present your documents to the embassy? Okay, so using those two examples as I said earlier on, so here's the boy. There's a guy who is being invited by the father over there. So the father was in Spain, the guy is in Ghana. So the father invited the boy to pay him a visit. Now, with the application process, the invitation letter was in. The guy provided some of the things that he may need it. So these are some of the things. I think he was a professional a teacher, right? So he was a professional teacher at the government sector, of course, at the government sector. So he added that certificate to the application process. Uh, he was having two children. He added their birth set, and then what again? I think he was owing some a farming, some acres of land or farming. He added that to the application. And what again? And then a bank statement. So you also provided some bank statement to the application. So those are some of the things that I think the guy added those back in last year at the time of making this video. So after adding all those things to it, the guy submitted the application, but unfortunate for him, his application wasn't successful. Why? That is a very big question here. That's a question mark. So why do you think this guy application wasn't successful after submitting all those things here? Of course, he also provided some letter, right? So there's a letter. So normally we call it an introduction letter. If you are in a tourist vessel, that would be an itinerary, right? So for the visiting, maybe whatever you want to call it. So there's a letter that you have to draft, showing your step when you are leaving, and then when you have to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I'll show you one I wrote for someone going on visit. Okay, I'll show you. Maybe I'll try and link that below, or maybe I'll show it on the channel for you to have a look at. Okay, so this guy application wasn't successful, right? So that is a very bad news there, right? So there's nothing but you never give up. So if you wish to travel, never give up. Is that okay? You can still apply it again next time. So let a person invite you. At this point, maybe you may watch our video and then learn something new that you have to add here. Okay, so on the other hand, this is the second person applying for a visiting visa. So with this application, I think the daughter was there, and then the mother wants to pay a visit to the daughter, right? So here's the point. I said the daughter got married. Okay, let's say the daughter she was living with a husband over there. Is that okay? So the daughter was living with the husband over there. The mother was here in Ghana. Now the daughter invited the mother to Spain, right? So on a visiting visa. So what are some of the things that you provided? So this is the general information that you need in your visiting visa application process. One, after you obtain the visiting the letter, right? So the invitation letter from the person inviting you. Two, your bank statement. You all know that even though there's no specific amount that you need to have for the past 3 months, right? So there's a 3 months or more than 3 months going, that is okay. Now the amount here, what we suggest is that at least you should make an estimate of €100 per day, right? So let's say for instance, if you are going to spend like let's say 30 days over there, so the amount being in your bank should be somewhere 3,000. Yeah, 3,000, more than 3,000, because there will be a flight and then other some things inside, right? So that is where you are sponsoring the trip. Is that okay? Okay, so that's for the first part. If you don't have any, or you have any question, or you want to make something clear, just make sure that you comment in the comment section. Maybe I may leave my link in the comment section of my contact for any guideline. Okay, so this woman added the bank statement to the application. Sure, maybe she was having some money in the bank. Is that okay? So that is okay. The bank statement was okay. So the first part, we are done with the bank statement. So what will be the second part? The second part here is that this is very, very, very important. So the second part is to show that maybe let's say you return, right? So you return, you have to show your ties to your country. So maybe let me break that thing down. Now what this woman, we asked her to do here is that I can't remember when I was helping this woman in the application, and human beings are sometimes difficult to handle. Look at the aged woman. I think she was closing to 60 years. Yeah, she was closing to 60 years then. And then anything that asked this woman to add to the application, it wasn't easy. I don't want just small visit. Then we are going. Then we are applying for what about this? Plenty things. What is all about that? What is all about this? What is all about that? And I say, oh man, then it is for your own good. Now, if you wish or you think that the embassy or the application process they are worrying you, maybe I would suggest that you should stay. Don't even bother yourself and apply for it. But if you want to apply and maybe obtain your visa, just obey the rule and then go by that. Okay, so ask the woman to add the I think the ties to the country is out. Okay, she was a religious leader, right? So maybe let's say a lady pastor or something of that nature with a certificate, right? So she added that certificate to show that uh, she'll return to come and lead her people as a religious leader, right? So as a religious leader, yeah, she'll return to come and lead her people back in the country of her origin, that is in Ghana. And then moreover too, I think she has some cars, so she owns some cars, I think 2 cars or 3 cars. So I said to add the car papers to the application, right? She also add the car papers to the application, and then she was taking care of some children. I think that's a granddaughter of a family relative. So those are some of the 3 things that I asked the woman to add it. So I think that was enough for the embassy to decide that maybe surely she'll come back to her home country. Okay, so that is for your return. That's to show that you return. Okay, maybe in your case you don't have a car, you are not a religious leader. Whatever you have that you think that okay, it will permit you to come back to your home country. You may add that to that. Maybe you are an employee, right? So you provide your company details, or maybe you can even let your boss or an employer write a letter for you that you are on holiday for this particular period for so you'll be expected to return or report to work on this date. That is also an evidence with a company head or something of that nature. Is that okay? So that is your word of mouth is not enough for the embassy to prove your visa application. Everything is based on what? Evidence. Alright? Okay, so if you have any question, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Once again, if you are enjoying this video, just make sure that you subscribe to our channel for more lessons and give us a thumbs up. So this one help us to know that people are in need so that we can upload more similar videos like this. Okay, here's the final part. This is very critical. It's okay. This part is very critical. So you can differentiate from the first part, the example that I illustrated with the guy, and then the one with the mother applying for. All of them are applying for a short stay visa, for sure. Then they are visiting your family. Is that okay? But one was disqualified, the other one was qualified. So the last part of this woman was has to show some. You have to show some relationship, right? Relationship with the person you are going to visit. So in this case, for the woman is visiting her daughter, right? So at that time, the daughter was pregnant. She was about to conceive. I think she's almost in the last month. That's the 9th month, right? So all we did is that was even last minute. I think that was the day we are submitting the application, right? So that was the day we are submitting. I asked the woman to uh, tell the daughter to send some of her hospital details, right? So the hospital she has been attending. So no, you see, all that the embassy needs is an evidence, right? So I asked them. It wasn't easy for me that day with this old lady. So she asked the daughter to take a picture, just a picture, right? So we used the phone to take it because the date was due. So take a picture of the hospital, some of the hospital details that she has been attending. I just printed that one, attached to the application, and then the pictures, family pictures with the daughter. So I think they got a picture, a family pictures of the wedding day, right? So which the woman was part together with her husband. It's okay. The woman was part together with her husband. So I think they got only two pictures, right? Just two pictures. So that picture is showing that you have a relationship with your daughter as well as the husband. So this is the point. This is the point. I didn't make this at the beginning. Is the husband, of the daughter, was the one inviting the in-law in Ghana. So sorry for that. Not the daughter itself direct, because maybe that time the daughter was not having that capacity to invite the mother, right? So it was the husband, that is the in-law, inviting it. So I added that to uh two family, the family picture, but they got only two, right? So two, where the woman was part, the daughter was inside, as well as the husband. So that was even the time maybe the woman was signing the witness for the marriage, and then some family picture, and all of them have been together. So that, have you seen the connection? So that is the connection. Is that okay? So one, your bank statement. Two, they shows us you are returning back to your country. And then three, and the relationship with the person you are visiting, right? So if you have some pictures with that person, you can add that to the visa application. If you don't have that thing, maybe the final part was that the birth set of the daughter, the copy of the birth set, right? So because your mother name will appear on your daughter's birth set, so everything is being connected. Okay, so for sure, what do you think? The woman was approved within some few days. She was approved to go and visit the daughter, right? She was approved on going in. And now, as at now, I think not to bring that date here. She's gone. She's already there, right? She's going to spend 3 months with the daughter for sure, to witness the birth of the grandchild. Well, okay. So what do you think the first guy didn't do correctly? So I will be expecting your comment in the comment section below. So to avoid those mistakes here, that is why you need to subscribe to our channel. Anything that we upload on this channel is from our experience, right? What we witness, that is what we have been uploading on this channel. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel for more lessons, especially moving from Ghana to the Schengen country or Spain, right? If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section below for more details. So we love you, and then thank you for watching.